So I'm a little bit late on this, and honestly I don't know how the hell I missed it, but apparently about a month ago, Jeff Loomis announced his departure from melodic death metal band Arch Enemy. Like I said, I don't know how I wasn't aware of this. Arch Enemy is one of my favorite bands of all time, and I follow their comings and goings rather closely. But I guess maybe with the holidays and everything, it just must have eluded me. Nevertheless, Loomis is out, and Joey Concepcion is in. I have to admit, I had absolutely no idea who this guy was, so I listened to some of his work, and I don't know, he's a decent guitarist, I guess. Not really melodically inclined per se, but I can hear in his playing style and tone why the band chose him to replace Loomis, even if in my opinion he's not as talented as him. As far as being a hired hand who doesn't contribute creatively to the band's work, I think he'll do alright in that sense. So, I say to all the Arch Enemy fans out there, we should give Mr. Concepcion a warm welcome to the band and give him the chance to show us what he can really do. You never know, he may end up being exceptional. Or maybe not. Though, I can't lie, if tomorrow the band let this guy go to bring back Chris Amat, I'd be 1,000% down for that. I mean, he did just announce his departure from Dark Tranquillity back in July of 2023, but that's more wishful thinking on my part. But then again, not without precedent with these guys. But I digress. Now, with that being said, this brings our discussion to the larger matter at hand. Why are so many bands with seemingly stable lineups losing their members post-COVID? It just became apparent to me with the Arch Enemy news coming to light. First we had Marco Hitala leave Nightwish in January 2021. Then Kiko Loureiro departed Megadeth in October of last year, and now Jeff Loomis has left Arch Enemy as well. Now I know that artists and musicians departing bands and musical ensembles is nothing new and has been happening in every genre ever since musical ensembles came into existence. But I guess it just strikes me as odd that immensely talented people would choose to leave a sure thing type of situation in their group to explore other creative avenues, especially in today's musical climate where band notoriety and international recognition has been scarce and on shaky ground at best. I mean, we're talking about Nightwish, Megadeth, and Arch Enemy here. The success of these three particular bands is certainly nothing to gawk at. All of these guys are musical vets and have been putting in a lot of hard work for the better part of the last 30, and in Megadeth's case, 40 plus years, to create timeless music and nurture a dedicated fan base that has enabled them each to be very successful in their chosen line of work. And yes, I know that the folks who departed these groups were not part of the original band's lineups, but still, Kiko put in 9 years with Megadeth, and Loomis put in the same amount of time with Arch Enemy. And well, maybe there's something to it, because 9 is the number of completion after all. And then Marco, he put in 17 years with Nightwish, having been their bassist from 2004 until January 2021, so I was more shocked to hear of his departure from that band than those of Loureiro or Loomis. I get that every musician has their own reasons for the choices they make throughout their careers. Marco cited years of struggling with mental health issues as his reason for leaving Nightwish. Kiko left Megadeth due to family commitments, and Loomis apparently left Arch Enemy for creative reasons. But all of these guys seem to have parted from their respective bands amicably and on good terms, which is always a positive thing for the community to hear. Personally, I'm really excited to see where all of these parties have in store for the future and where they go musically, so the next few years should certainly be interesting to behold. I know there's likely a plethora of situations like this from the last few years with bands that I'm not aware of or can't think of at the top of my head right now, so if you all know of any good bands, the key word here being good, that have members that have departed out of the blue in recent years, please leave a comment below as I'm eager to know. By the way, if any of you are thinking about listing the situation with Mick Mars and Motley Crue, don't even bother. Those guys barely constitute the definition of a band. They barely constitute the definition of human beings, and qualify more as sewer scum. But they can burn in all hellfire for all I care. Fuck Motley Crue. Fuck Motley Crue. But I digress. Now, if any of you like this video and are interested in this kind of content, then I kindly ask that you like and subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. It's very, very much appreciated. And that's all for today, folks. Until next time, be safe, take care of yourselves and each other.